Hey, welcome back, and in today's video, we are back with a 6ix9ine news update. As you know, he was arrested and is currently awaiting a September 4th, 2019 trial. He's facing up to life in prison. But as you may also know, in 2015, he did plead guilty to the use of a child in pornographic videos. But recently, it was dismissed. Let's look into how that happened. 6ix9ine is no longer on probation stemming from his 2015 guilty plea to the use of a child in sexual performances. A judge reportedly revoked 6ix9ine's probation, giving him credit for time served, and will not make the Brooklyn rapper serve 1,000 hours of community service. According to the report, the judge cited the federal racketeering and firearm charges against 6ix9ine as a reason for the decision. The Manhattan District Attorney Office has offered no comment. So basically what that means is they thought that since he was having these federal racketeering charges and could face up to life in prison, it might be a little bit too stressful for him to deal with this child sex case, which I find completely offensive because this was a 13-year-old girl, and that's not okay. But let's hear the story of actually how this came about. Amid his rising notoriety, 6ix9ine is accused of having sexual contact with a minor on February 21st. He attends a gathering at a Harlem apartment where videos are filmed of a naked girl later revealed to have been a 13-year-old at the time. According to the details of the criminal complaint filed a week and a half after the incident, December 2017, 6ix9ine, who was 18 at the time, is seen in the videos making a thrusting motion with his pelvis and smacking her on her butt while the girl engages in oral sexual intercourse with another man, who was also later arrested. In a separate video, the girl is seen sitting naked on the lap of 6ix9ine and another man. In the third video, a man is seen pouring liquid on the girl's breast while she sits on 6ix9ine's lap. The videos are uploaded to Instagram. 6ix9ine re-uploads them to his own account, later telling the police he did so for my image. 6ix9ine claims to have believed the girl was of legal age at the time. When she came in, she asked me how old I was, and I told her I was 18, and I assumed she was older. The way she was asking made me think she was older, he told the police. Now, I do want to point out the fact that he again says he did it for his image. He did it for his image. Now, he's facing up to life in prison, and if you remember, and I quote his lawyer saying that he did everything for his image. And this is a little bit bothersome for me. One, because if you're doing these things for your image and they were fake, like some sort of Jake Paul video, and none of the stunts were real, okay. But in this case, there's video evidence of these things being real. There's video evidence of several of these things being real. So I think it kind of like voids out the fact that you're doing it for your image. If you're doing it for your image and you're actually committing the crimes, you're still guilty. And also, second, the girl was 13 years old. What are you doing? And yeah, it does seem like if you uploaded these videos to your Instagram, you probably did not know this girl's age. I don't see anybody being that stupid. So it goes on to say, October 22nd, 6ix9ine pleads guilty to 1 felony count of child and sexual performance. The terms of his plea deal state that the sentencing originally meant for October 2017, but since continuously postponed until 2018, he is to complete 1 year of probation, 300 hours of community service, 2 years of mental health treatment, not to share sexually explicit or violent images featuring women and children to social media, and write an apology letter to the victim and her family, all of which appear to have since been completed. He is also required to obtain his GED and stay out of criminal trouble for 2 years. District attorneys are now arguing he has violated the latter 2 requirements. I'm going to be honest with you. Since he is facing life in prison, I think it's safe to say he is probably violating that. The deal was for him to keep his nose clean and not to associate with any gang members or anything like that. But it seemed like trouble followed him everywhere he went. As you recall, gunfire erupting during this rapper's celebration after his court hearing. His bodyguard got shot less than 2 weeks later. He nearly went to blows with Slim 400 during a SoCal trip.
you call security?
It's crazy, bro.
Shortly after that, the gunman opened fire at Beverly Hills mansion Tekashi rented for filming his music video, but the huge hammer dropped just days later when he was busted for a racketeering case. His crew conspired to commit a slew of crimes, including drug deals, armed robberies, and shootings. And not to mention, it seemed like he was in a really bad spot because his crew also was conspiring to kill him. And to make matters worse, his Dummy Boy album was leaked while he was in jail, but not all bad, because it seems like originally when it came out, a lot of people had some really negative reviews on it, at least in the popular mainstream media, but it did only debut at number 2. But wait a minute. An update that was released just yesterday says that Billboard has shared their own statement confirming the audit by Nielsen Music. What does this mean? Well, Travis Scott's Astroworld may not have claimed the #1 spot after all. Just days after Houston rapper was crowned the leader of the Billboard 200, a rep from Nielsen said they have identified a discrepancy in their initial reporting. In light of the error, the firm reprocessed the figures and found that Tekashi 6ix9ine's debut album, Dummy Boy, was actually the #1 album. You just heard it here. All the updates for the 6ix9ine stuff, you're always gonna get it, so make sure you subscribe, notification turned on. We will keep you in the loop. But as interesting as this is, always something more interesting to me. That's right, you guessed it. I want to know what you think, so why don't you go ahead and leave your creative and interesting responses in the comment box
Below.
thumbs up, thumbs like. As always, brothers and sisters, I will see you in the next video. I mean, I gotta say, it's clear that he did not stay out of trouble. The poor girl was 13 years old. She didn't know what she was doing. She was a minor. How are you going to overlook this? How are you just going to throw it out because he's in even more trouble? Your whole point was that if he did get in trouble, he was going to get in more trouble. He got in more trouble, and now he's not in. It seems like the more trouble he gets in, the less trouble he's in. That sounded really confusing, but you understand what I'm saying. But I want to know what you think, so let me know below. I know that you got those Greg sweaters for the Lord of Almighty and Savior of Cats. They're going to be gone in a couple weeks. I don't know if you'll be able to handle this. You must get it. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Well, either way, I know that you're ripping. If you're not ripping, you're Greg. And how do you become a member of the Red Squad? All you can do is subscribe, notification, turn on, be in the comment section every single video, because I'm going to be there. Greg the Cat's going to be there, and the rest of the Red Squad community as well. And I expect to see you there too, because this channel loves you. Now I'm going to go get a sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit. Bet you I do.